Welcome to Empower. I'm glad you're together with us. I thank God for this new day that He's given us. He's truly taken His hand, and that is why we are here. My name is Beatrice Chuchu, and in this program, we focus on people and workplace. And we've been checking or going through being the light in the marketplace, because we believe that God has placed us there for a reason, to accomplish a certain assignment on earth. And so when God puts us in any setup, we need to be the light, we need to shine, we need to do what is required of us. And that is what we are discussing even today as we go to discuss with various people from different disciplines, from different parts of professions, because as we interact with them, we're able to learn a lot and also see where we can also excel, or even what we can do in the marketplace. And today I have a special guest with us. I want to invite him to introduce himself, then we can move forward. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Beatrice, for having me. My name is John. Kerosi. I'm born again. I'm into BPO industry. I'm a BPA, that is Business Processing Associate. And I'm glad to be here.
Wow, thank you, John. And I think it's very interesting to hear that. When you say BPA, BPO, we are like, oh God, what is all this? Maybe you can let us understand more. What is BPA, or Business Processes Associate? What does someone do when you follow that line?
Okay, so BPO is it's an acronym for business outsourcing, business processing outsourcing. So basically, it's companies from outside, offshore companies, giving different job opportunities to us, maybe in Kenya. Yeah, so maybe companies in US giving out jobs and tasks, different tasks to be done by us. So a BPA is just an associate who does the jobs that have been availed, or the tasks that have been availed at that moment.
That is quite interesting. But I would love to know exactly, what do, you as John, as a BPA or Business Processes Associate? What is your role? Because various things are being outsourced. But what do you exactly do? So
there are different projects. We deal with different companies. There is First American, there's FedEx. So my role currently, I'm into processing some tasks in insuring properties in US.
So for you, you're in insurance? Yeah, because I want us to be very clear exactly what do you do. Because you're doing a variety or various tasks or various lines, but for you as John, you're more in insurance.
Yeah, I can say so, but more to be more clear, maybe, is just finding out what has been going on in a property, in a certain property in US, maybe any liens, any judgments, any things, maybe any new documents, any sales to do with the properties, up to the current, basically updating the status of the property.
So do you do that through research, or how do you do it?
Their softwares are availed, and we have repositories, maybe where we can find the documents, where we can access the documents, and just a research on the available resources, in the system.
I'm still trying to understand exactly that role, because I'm imagining someone who would love to get to understand from John what exactly John does. Maybe I can take you back to tell us, what did you study so that you can do that? Okay,
by profession, I'm an archaeologist, so I didn't do this in school. I'm an archaeologist. So what you need to be in this industry is basically having good computer skills. And maybe a few trainings when you join any company, any BPO company, because there are quite a number in Kenya. So maybe trainings on those certain projects that they handle in those companies.
So for you now, you are trained on insurance?
Yeah.
So if you are to follow your career as an archaeologist, what were you supposed to do?
It's basically research. An archaeologist is maybe it's just history, finding out history, but
Yes.
using the things of the past, maybe archives, you know, carbon dating the bones or the skulls of of those, maybe the life of people that people used to live in those days. Yeah.
So what had provoked you to do that, archaeologist, or to be an archaeologist?
It's quite funny. I never applied for it. I didn't apply for it. But when I was applying, I had applied for different courses, economics, BBA, IT, all these. But now, when the results came back, I found out that I had been called to Maseno University, and it's history and archaeology. So I wanted to change, but all the avenues that I could use were blocked. So I couldn't change. But again, I just found something positive in that, just to pursue it. I knew maybe God had a plan for me to pursue that. So I just found something positive, and I put my whole heart into that.
So what did you say positive in it? Yet it's something that you never thought about before.
I love research. I love doing research. So when I found out that it's all about research and all that stuff, I just love exploring. So yeah, that's what motivated me to pursue it.
Wow. Yeah. No, maybe still on that line. So after you finished campus, did you immediately get into this job that you are in, or what happened so that you switched, or you had to have that shift towards what you're currently doing?
Okay, so I graduated in 2019, and after that, I was in that job searching moment and all that. But even in that job searching, I believe I was had given my time to God while I'm searching for a job. So I was going to missions and all this, doing evangelism to schools and different places. And then, I got the job in 2020, late 2020. Yeah.
So this is your first job?
Yeah, this is my first job.
What came to your mind when you got this first job, which was really off what you had studied in school?
I don't really know, but you know, the excitement after you searched for a job for a very long time. And I remember one of my leaders in church asking me, are you sure you want to get into this?
Yes.
And are you sure that God has spoken to you about this job? Because we believe, you know, every place you are in has to be God ordained. We don't just find ourselves in a place just like that.
Yes.
So all through these, I had peace, because that's the most important thing. I was really at peace, regardless of moving, switching places, because I was living in a different place. So I had to move nearer to the workplace.
Yes.
Yeah. So all that, regardless of all that, I had peace.
Yes.
And I just decided to pursue it. Yeah.
So because it's something that you're not done, and you said that for someone to do that specific BPO, you have to be trained. So that means you had to go through another training, not exactly what you had done in campus, but you need to do something else.
True.
How long did it take you to start, so that you can start getting exact to do what is expected of you?
The training takes, depends with the project. Some projects are quite easy. So the training will take maybe a month or so. But for this project, this specific project that I am in, the training took something like 3 months. So I took 3 months training and maybe perfecting my computer skills.
Yes.
Yeah.
So does it mean that in case another project comes, or you have to be trained again, or once you're trained on a certain project, that is what you move with all along?
No, there can be switches. There can be switches, but it depends. Maybe if there is maybe an elevation in in a certain project. Maybe there's a higher position
Yes.
as emerged. So you'll have to, they'll get you and see if you're fit
Yes.
to move to that next level. But there are the switches. You can be here and then the next day you switch to another project. Yeah.
But I think that it's easier, it takes shorter time maybe in the next project, having done another project, than when you're very new.
True. Very true.
Wow. And what drives your day? What drives you every day as you see what you're doing? What keeps you moving?
First, you know, I'm a young man.
Yes.
And I believe there's greater. There's greater that is in store for me.
Yes.
So that motivates me, waking up and knowing that I am here to better my life. I'm here to serve God mostly, you know. Wherever I find myself, you know, it's all about serving God and making sure that He is well represented.
Yes.
So that it gives me some motive to go through my day, waking up knowing that I have to provide for myself, for my family. Yeah.
So when you look at what you're going to get out of this, it gives you a lot of encouragement.
Very true.
Wow, that is so good. Maybe before I know we have a short time before we take a short break. What do you love most about your job?
The exploring part. As I said earlier, I'm an explorer, so I love exploring. And discovering new things is a joy to me. So in these, maybe going through these properties, as I said earlier, and knowing that maybe something happened to the person owning the property, or maybe something happened to this property and all that. Yeah, that gives me some joy.
So every day for you, it's a new day, as in you're learning something every day.
True. Out of, because it's a project, and there is you can find yourself doing the same thing, like every day waking up, and this is the same thing I'm doing. You know, same thing. But now you find some new things. Yes. Even in that same thing that you're doing, the same projects. So you find new things, new things that you can discover in that.
Wow, and that keeps you moving.
Yeah.
Wow. I also know that in any opportunity that we have, or any job that you're doing, definitely there is the other side.
True.
Maybe some challenges that we keep facing. And most of the time, those challenges should have an impact in us or what we do on a daily basis. And I believe that has been the same on your case.
Very true.
Maybe after we come from a break, I want you just to think through and take us through some of the challenges that you have faced in your current role and how you have gone through them. So we are taking a short break. We'll be back. Please don't go far. My name is Beatrice Chuchu.